Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mod 7 to the Sky. In the last episode, or at least I think it was the last episode, it might have been one of the episodes, I'm not too sure, but we set up a fission reactor. So we have everything set up in terms of the actual reactor. We've got the fuel automated, as can be seen by this guy full of fuel. We've got the reactor itself that can be turned on. It's got like, waste properties and stuff. There are a few things we have to change though. Before we can like run this thing 24/7. One of the things that we noticed was the water, although it like was working and, well, I guess you can see right now, it's not filling up with our pipes here. So the coolant, the heated coolant, that stuff's taken out automatically. The rest of the stuff, like the fuel's coming in automatically. The water isn't. And the issue is that we're using these pipes here, so we're going to want to change that. Now, we could use a number of different things. For example, I believe you can get away with using mechanism pipes. What I might do though, and what might be a smarter idea, do I not have power in here? My system is not working. I swear, didn't I place an ender gate up here? So it's like got power? Not too sure why my system's not working, but it should be working. Where was I going with this? I was going somewhere. Oh, maybe I don't have the other world chunk loaded. Did I do that? One second. No, I didn't. So that would probably do it. Alright, well that didn't fix it, but anyhow, what I was going to say was, I reckon we use some more entangler-porters. So these guys here. I guess we've got all the like internal ingredients auto-crafted, but we don't have the actual, the item itself. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly grab that pattern, just so that we can, order some of these. And this I think we'll use as well to get the radioactive waste out of that compact dimension and into the overworld. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if that's going to put radiation everywhere. It might. I'll tell you what, we're going to find out. So I'm going to order, I believe, 4 of these. We apparently can do it, so that's obviously a good thing. So we'll order that. Realistically, shouldn't take too long. What are these pins? That looks cool. I don't know what's happening. And this is all sparkly, I guess, because it's like currently crafting. Huh. Is that really what's... Oh, whoa. The mod updated. The mod's this is really cool. So I'm guessing when I order stuff, they're gonna show up on there, or is this specifically pinned? Did I do something to pin it? I'm not. I'm quite baffled, to be completely honest. Okay. Clearly we've got to learn. You know what? There might be a keybind for it. Let's search applied. Oh, here we go. Category. No, just for opening the terminal. I don't know, but I'm impressed. Has anything else changed? I don't really know. So yeah, this guy's crafting everything. It should be pretty fast. Our machines are decently fast at this point in the game. They're not crazy fast, but like we're not waiting, a lifetime. But there is another thing we'll need. Obviously, we'll be able to put water in using the entangler porter because it has an auto output function. Same with getting the waste. Oh, look at the top right. Crafting job finished. Hey, listen. Applied Energistics has been a thing for a very long time. I remember playing with it back on Tech at Light, I think was probably the earliest I played on it. And it existed and it was fun. Maybe before then I played around with it a bit, but that was the last time I remember it like specifically and how things worked. This is one of the coolest updates since then. Like in terms of both like, even like comparing refined storage, just this feature here, I don't even know what this is, but I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of these pins, and I'm also a huge fan of that notification for when the job's finished crafting. That is genuinely so good. Oh, I really like that. Like, we could have these processes pinned at the top, however you do that. I don't know how you do it, but we could. I could order 10 of each of these. Yeah. Oh my god, look at it. Look at it go. So I order these, and they'll just sit at the top until they're crafted, and then until we need them. That's really cool. I'm genuinely, like, I'm impressed. Anyhow, let's continue with what we were doing. So, the entangler porters. Pretty much they're all going to go in this dimension. Arguably we could take the sink, but we can probably just leave the sink in here, you know what I mean, and still make use of all this technology. So, what do we do? Well, one entangler porter will go on the side of here. We'll open it up. This side, at the very least, for the fluids, is going to be an output on every single side, and it will be auto-eject. So it'll auto-eject water into the block next to it. We'll create a new network here. We're going to call this water. I'll click set. Beautiful. So now I've got water and we're set to the frequency water. So now we just need to put water into the guy. Arguably we could send it right directly into that one right there. If I just, I think if I grab the configurator, I can actually just, I can change these to be input. So, hold on. If I scroll, you can see just above my hotbar, I'm changing the type that I'm doing. So heat, energy, slurries, pigments, infused type gases, fluids. I can set that to be an input, like so. And now I believe I can just run those fluid pipes right down to it. And that should work perfectly, I would imagine. So we'll set this guy to extract, chuck in this guy, and I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. And if we need to in the future, we can use that same entangler porter that's currently got a buffer. You can see in the top left of 256,000 bucks. Oh, crafting job finished. Look at that. Oh, that's really cool. It'll probably get old by the end of this episode. But that's a really neat feature. That's cool. I really should have looked at all the... Here's another thing. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent while we're, I guess, setting up the rest of this stuff. I wish that there was... What am I trying to say here? I wish that there was a better patch note system in just modded Minecraft in general. Like, I can see, these mods updated in this mod pack, but I don't know what the mods did. You know what I mean? I don't know what they did in their update. I wish there was like an easy way to see it. Like, even this stuff, like going in here and like being able to look at the configs, like this is pretty cool. If I click on one, there's no like patch notes. I think that would be pretty cool. Some easy way within a mod pack to see what mod updated. I don't know. And like see what they added, right? Like for example, the cool banners. So this guy here, he's going to be our nuclear waste. Hopefully we spelled that right. It's in there now. Nuclear waste. Did I spell that right? I think I did. Yeah, we spelled it right. We're not too crazy. So that's the plan. I don't know if it works. The fact that we have nothing at the moment makes me think it doesn't work. I also don't know what it counts as. It could be a gas, in which case I'm going to set every single side to input. It could be a fluid. I don't think it's an infused type. It could be a slurry, maybe. It could be heat. I don't think it's heat. It might also be blacklisted, meaning it might not go into this entangler porter, which means we might be in a big pickle, potentially. Do we have entangled... We don't have just normal entangled blocks at all. Yeah, we might be in a very big pickle. The pickle side of things is the fact that to make polonium, right? To make this polonium, we need a solar neutron activator. How are we getting solar in the compact dimension? That's a really good point. And I don't know. No, because this guy's got storage. So yeah, it just doesn't work. Because he's got water and he's only one of him. This guy has nothing. That's not good. Not good at all. Okay. We can pick this guy up. We'll have to try a few different things. For example, we'll slap it here and maybe we'll attach a pipe to go into it. See if that does anything. I'm kind of doubting it, to be completely honest, but we can try. You know, there's not any harm done there. I still don't know. I've had similar issues with these things in the past, and getting them to work. Currently, we have power in here. I can look through this gap. That's the energy acceptor. This down here is an energy cell, right? It's full of power. You can see in the top left. It's attached to the part that it's meant to be attached to. There's also the energy acceptor, right? And it's got power coming in. I mean, you can see it has power. This system says that it's online, and yet... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. But we can't open our thing in there. As you saw, it was saying wireless out of range. So, I don't know what the deal is there. Wireless works fine in this dimension. I don't know. I'm probably doing something wrong. My problem is, not a clue what it is. It could be that the energy acceptors and dense things are using a channel themselves. Maybe. I guess that's possible. What was I going to craft? I was going to grab some gas pipes and an advanced pipe upgrade. We'll see if this works. I'm very doubtful, but it's worth a try, I guess. So we'll slap this guy down here, and we'll set him to extract. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't really do anything at all, does it? We are in a very big pickle here. Do I seriously have to make my reactor in the overworld? Surely not. Surely there's a way to do it. You know what? We might have to do some crazy stuff. And this is going to be really crazy if we attempt to do it. So, right? I've got like a horrific workaround. You guys are going to hate it, okay? You're going to hate that I'm even doing this, but we're going to give it a shot. So there are toxic waste barrels. I guess they're maybe just called waste. They're these guys, right? They have a capacity, they have a decay rate, and I guess they have, the actual decay rate. Sure. And we can see a barrel that can be used to safely store radioactive waste. Warning, breaking this barrel will release its content into the atmosphere. Okay, so my idea's gone. I was going to store the stuff in here and then pick up the barrel and move it, right? Hold on. There might be a workaround, okay? Well, listen, we've got some experimenting to do. For example, right, I can place this guy here, and he's cool. He sits there. He's a little waste barrel. I believe there's packing tape, right? I believe... Isn't the tape from Mechanism? No, I guess not. Cardboard box, that's what it's called, sorry. There's this guy, and he requires sawdust, which we get from some sort of sawmill. I imagine we can afford the Mechanism sawmill. That should be pretty easy, so we'll try and order this guy. Needs a few things. Once again, they should be pretty quick, to be completely honest. So we're going to get this guy. Yep, here we go. Oh, look at... Oh, my... All the crafting jobs. Oh, I really like this update. Yeah, okay. So this guy... I don't know where to put him. He can go here for now, though. I'm sure that's fine. We'll give him an ender gate. He's just going to be sort of like a temporary guy, I guess. What are we doing? Blazing ender gates? Yeah, here we go. One of you there. Boom. So, we're going to put logs in here. And he's going to turn them into sawdust, I believe. Chuck him in there. He starts processing. Arguably, this guy could probably do with some upgrades. So, we'll go ahead and give him, energy upgrades. And why not? We'll get some speed upgrades done as well. I'm a massive fan, by the way, of this thing. This is a really neat update. I'm very surprised at these features. I'm very, very happy. So anyhow, we'll chuck these guys full of stuff. So he should process a little bit faster, and we should get this extra sawdust. We're also getting, planks. So setting this guy up to be like automatically hooked up, probably not a bad idea. Even just having him auto output would probably be worth it. But all I know is we mainly wanted our sawdust, and boy oh boy do we have it. So the idea here, the concept is we create a cardboard box, and I was gonna see if you could pick up the radioactive waste barrel, and we can't. The cardboard box is meant to store the block that you place it on, and then you can pick it up, and it won't like drop all of its inventory onto the ground. So we're in a pickle now. We're in a pretty decently sized pickle. The only other thing I can think about is if I'm able to use the cardboard box somehow on the solar neutron activator. That's the only other thing I can think of, which is, it sounds very silly, but I strangely want to do it. Oh, we're going to need one of these as well. Okay. These need HDPE pellets, which need a PRC with substrate and oxygen and ethylene. Okay. Cool. To be honest, I'm thinking of all the potentials. It honestly it almost feels like a waste. I'll tell you what, we still need to set this guy up, right? Because we do need at least one of these solar neutron activators, regardless, right? Regardless of whether we bring the reactor into the overworld, we need one of these. And that needs this HDPE sheet, which needs a bunch of other stuff. So we'll get that stuff built at the very least. That will at least allow us to, I guess, wrap our heads around what else we're doing. So the first thing we need is a PRC. We apparently haven't crafted them before. Pressurized reaction chamber. So we'll grab this pattern. The rest of the stuff I think we have, we might not actually have some of this stuff. Now that I look at it. Like the dynamic tank. I don't know if we have that. We do now though. Dynamic tank. Hold on, what do you store? Great amounts of fluids and chemicals. You reckon I can chuck some nuclear waste in this bad boy? I mean, I'm kind of tempted to try, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no entangled blocks. That makes my job so much harder. And the fact that there's no like ender tank from the other ender tank mod that lets you do gases. So like the only way to move the gases is like, ugh. Anyhow. We can order the pressurized reaction chambers. We'll need at least 2 of them, so we'll order 2. Why not? We'll also need biofuel. This we're going to get from a crusher. So I guess we need to grab ourselves a crusher. That's pretty fair. But how do where are we going? Biofuel, crusher. We could do a pulse grinder. This guy's a little bit scary to get. So we'll get a crusher instead. This we can manage. It does look, however, like we need another bucket of lava. Oh, sure. There we go. Sure. Crusher. Oh, we must have something auto-crafting buckets of lava. Because as you can see, we got 2 more in the system. Not sure what it is, but I'm glad it's there. It's doing its job. Awesome. So we've got our pressure. Oh, and the fact that they're at the top as well, so I don't have to go back and look for them. This is such a good update. Like the time saving that this thing at the top is going to do. Like you order something else, and they're just waiting at the top. I don't know what causes them to disappear. I don't know if it's closing the thing and opening them again, or if it's after you like interact. But pretty cool. I don't know if I've sold it yet. The fact that it's a pretty cool update. Okay. Anyhow, we need to set up some stuff here. So the crusher. I mean, I guess I'll put the reactor. I don't want to put the reactor near my base at all. I don't think it does a massive explosion, but it's going to be just annoying. You know what I mean? I'll probably slap it in that corner, just so that it's at least a little bit further away, which means I guess we'll build our stuff here. So we've got our crusher, awesome. He's going to go into a PRC. I might just place them next to each other, to be completely honest with you, and set this guy up to auto-eject. Sure. Set this guy up to auto-eject as well. Beautiful. The gases and stuff, I'm going to have these guys output at the top. What's this? Fluids. Just input. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. So, what do we need? Well, for starters, we need water in here, sadly, which means I need to figure out what I'm doing with my water everywhere else. Arguably, what I could do is I can place this guy down, set him to be water, click set, go into fluids, and just have this output everywhere and do auto-eject, and magically, he's full of water. Cool. That's our alternative. This massive piece of technology that can send matter through dimensions, or a sink. And we opted for that because we had one in our hand. Awesome. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So, the biofuel, that's going to be crushing some sort of food. We might have to grow something. We'll figure that out as we go. That turns into biofuel in the crusher, so that's fine. The biofuel then goes into our pressurized reaction chamber with some hydrogen. So we will need hydrogen. Currently, we have, I believe one of these tanks is doing hydrogen. This guy up here, beautiful. He's set to dump excess, so it'll never completely fill, but he's, still doing his thing. It actually looks like, yeah, everything's fine here. Cool. So, we need access to this hydrogen over there. We could honestly just do an entangled block, I guess. Do we want to do that? Arguably yes, arguably no. Well, I guess, we've got water over there. I think the better option might just be to set up the electrolytic separator, this guy here. Since we can order them as well, and it's like, this stuff isn't too crazy to craft, we might as well. So we'll grab that guy, beautiful. I'm also going to want some more chemical tanks. This time around, we'll probably just get 2 normal ones. We don't have to upgrade them to, be the best in the world. So we'll grab 2 of those out, that should be fine. So I'm going to place this guy here, and he should fill up with water, and he's already separating hydrogen, oxygen, beautiful. I'm going to set up both of these sides like that. In fact, I think, yeah, hydrogen in there, oxygen there, sure. I'll set them both to dump excess. But what I might actually do is I might bring the hydrogen here, and then I might be able to set this guy up to auto-eject the gas down as well. So then this guy has hydrogen. In theory, if the gases is inserting from the top. Awesome, yeah, cool, so that works. And if we wanted to, for just looks, I guess, we can slap this guy on top. So, previously, oxygen was coming out of the right side, which means if we go to gases, that's the oxygen, so we'll set that there. We remove that, and we can set the front to be blue, and there we go. So now, once again, they're pretty much empty. Oxygen here, hydrogen in here. Wonderful. Okay, so that makes our first substrate. Awesome. The byproduct here will be ethylene, which can be used as a fuel. It's not a bad item. We'll just grab a basic chemical tank, and we'll slap this guy in front, I think. And we'll set this guy to output, I think it'll be a gas, to the front. And that should be fine. In fact, I think, no, it hasn't done it yet. So far, so good, I imagine. These guys, once again, yeah, dumping excess. All these dumping excess. That way, if they fill up, the machine can still run. Okay. Once it is substrate, it needs to go into another PRC with oxygen. So beautiful, we'll be able to use that. And it will turn into the pellet we need. But it will also need liquid ethylene. So we're going to have to do a little bit of magic here, I think. Now, hold on. When I create substrate, we get 100 millibuckets of ethylene. Little bonus, right? To make the HDPE pellet, we don't need the full amount of ethylene, right? Look, we're only needing 50 millibuckets, not 100. So, we're good. We can just use this. Awesome. Yeah. That should actually be easily done. Cool. So, liquid ethylene, you create with a condensator, and I think it's a 1-to-1. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1. Okay, so yeah, we're really good here. Let's search condense. We'll craft one of these guys. Shouldn't take too long as well. Obviously, as you're probably already thinking, we should probably put the oxygen back over here since that seems to be working. So, gases, that guy there, beautiful. Oxygen. We need another PRC. This guy's going to go here. He's going to obviously receive, we actually want him to receive everything, which means I probably also want to do this and set this guy up. So that'll put the ethylene in there. In theory, assuming the gases can input, and they can. Actually, no, sorry. This guy will be receiving fluids, because obviously it needs to be liquid mode, right? So we got to grab this rotary condensator, chuck him here, right? Set this tank to output the gas onto the right. So this guy, in theory, will fill up with the ethylene, and then we want it to condense it. You can decondense it, so from water into gas, or liquid into gas, or you can condense it from gas into liquid, which is what we want. Then we want this, which will then be a liquid, to output behind automatically, and that should be good. That should output back here into this guy. Obviously, he's accepting at the front. Wonderful. The other thing this guy needs is oxygen. That is easily solved by doing this. He should get oxygen pretty soon. I just need to go gases. Oh, he's actually set to insert on pretty much every side. Oxygen is here. I need to set this guy to output gas below. Cool. Oxygen. Wonderful. So I think all I need to do is just chuck stuff in here and then the ball will get rolling, I think. Let's make sure that we have items outputting auto on. Yep. Then this will be the pallet and then that'll just be it as far as I'm aware. Sure, let's give it a shot. So to make the biofuel to begin with, we're going to need pretty much any type of organic material. At the moment, I'll be honest, it sort of looks like saplings, or even, I guess, sugarcane's probably a better bet, right? Since we have this massive growth that we can make incredibly fast. Same with the cactus, actually. I think cactus is the play. But for now, we've got a bunch of sugarcane already grown, so we'll do this. We'll probably set up that, but I kind of want to do that later. I want to make sure that we actually get some stuff done in this episode. I'm pretty excited for it. So, we've got over a stack. I'm going to put a stack in here. Obviously, all of these things need power, which I can't really reach on a lot of them, so it's going to get a little bit messy. But we'll go ender gate. I'll grab these guys out. Oh, accidentally put the tanks out. Slap you there. Grab these out. You can have that, sure. You can have that, wonderful. I am going to have to somehow reach this guy. Do we have any wireless power? Not really. So we'll grab another ender gate then. We'll grab more of these. More of these ones. These ones should be plenty of power. So I think... Oh, there's this guy as well. So this guy can get some power. And we'll grab one more. And this guy will have to go underneath. And he will be going... Oh, make sure we fly. I believe in here. Oh, if I can mine it. Yep, so this is the PRC. He has no power currently. Now he does have power. Beautiful. We can try and get back out. Wonderful. Block that up. And we're good. Okay, so this entire system, as you can see, is running. And we've already got HDPE pellets. How cool is that? And, I mean, we've already got what we need. So the rest of that, we can just leave that run. And once it clogs up, it clogs up. Because I believe I just need to enrich this, right? It enriches 3 of it and gives us a sheet. And now we have, I believe, everything to create this guy. Except for this little bit in the middle. But once again, that's pretty easy to craft, to be honest. Solar, Neutron, Activator. So, what I was going to try was, can I box this? No, it doesn't appear as though I can. We would probably need a double-decker box. And sadly, I don't think that's the thing. So, what that means, sadly, is we have to bring the reactor into the overworld. So, it is going to be messy in a number of ways. And I'll show you why. One of the ways it's going to be incredibly messy is... we've got fuel in here. And we've got reactor waste. The waste we genuinely need to get rid of. If I slap that there, it doesn't auto output. So we're going to have to... we're going to have to put it into this guy. And then, yeah. That's the main thing, I guess. So we'll slap this here. Hopefully the pipes work. Let's see. Well, we're not radioactive yet. So I think we're good. This guy should now have stuff in him. If we crouch, you can see in the top left, he has nuclear waste, and every second, 1 millibucket's gone. Awesome. So that was the main thing. If we wanted to, we could burn up all this fuel. It doesn't really matter. I think it's just going to go to waste regardless. So that's obviously coming in from this guy. So we'll pick him up. I don't think we can take the fuel back out. Sadly, I think I'm just going to have to rip this guy up. Like that. Ooh. Hurt a little bit to do, since it took us so long to get this guy set up, just because, I don't know, we're a bit dumb. We should be fine, though. I'm just going to rebuild this in the overworld, and if it blows up and we lose our base, well, you get an episode of me, like, bawling my eyes out or something. I don't know. The one thing we don't want to break is this guy. He has nuclear waste in him. We don't want that into the environment, so we're going to keep him as he is. He can stay here until he's done. Yeah, that's fine. He can stay there. What we need to do now... Oh, I should have copy-pasted it. Ah, unlucky. Well, anyway, I'm going to build a reactor pretty much right here. as silly as that might sound. So we'll do the same thing we did. So a 4x4, and then going up, and make sure that I actually build it correctly this time. But we know what we're doing this time. It should be perfectly fine. Alrighty, this was pretty easy to set up this time around. There we go, nice and built. We can F3 and A to let it multi-block together. We will need to configure the sides again, so we'll try and do what we did before. So I think they were already inputs. So both of these are inputs, so that'll be water and the other stuff. I don't know which one was my water one, to be completely honest. I don't know which tag. I guess I'm gonna just have to place him down. This guy, I mean, he's set to nothing, sure. Now this goes water. So we can pick him up. We can slap him down there. Oh, boom. Open him up. Go to fluids and set all this stuff to output and obviously set him to auto eject. So now we've got water going into the system. Oh, but not really, because I forgot I need to do the sink as well. We still need to set this guy up, believe it or not. So yep. Oh, go. Oh, yep. All right, but now it's filling up with water. Oh, wait. Hold on. I need to set the fluid to insert from the top. There we go. Now it should be filling up with water. Awesome. So that should be fine. That should be future-proofed. This guy will obviously be the fissile fuel, so we'll slap him down. He's set up to fissile fuel already. He's set up to eject the gas on every side, I believe. We're good. He's got fissile fuel. Wonderful. Next up, we need to make sure there's a spot for the coolant to go. I believe what we were doing was setting up this guy here and just having him dump. And that's good enough, I believe. We'll set all the sides to be input just in case. That should be fine. We can give it a test run. Starts up. We're still gaining water, so we can run with this running. We've got fuel. We currently do still have steam. That is a bit of a problem because I forgot to set... Well, actually, no, they're all set to input. Oh, I forgot to set the actual wall to be a steam output. That's my bad. So I'm going to shift right click and we're looking in the bottom left. Output coolant. That's what we want there. This one up here will be output waste. So now we're good. Now there's no heated stuff in there. We can turn this on again. Working perfectly. The next thing we'll need is obviously the solar neutron activator. This guy is going to go right here. That's where he's going to go. And I'm going to bring the pipes down here. I'm going to make sure that we disconnect them so that we don't have any messes. Actually, you know what? We don't want to use pipes here. I almost forgot, obviously. We don't want to use pipes. We are going to want to use mechanism pipes instead, because these are a little bit safer to use with the mod. The ones we want are basic pressurized tubes. You can hold shift and it says they move gases. So this is what we want. These ones will move a bit. These ones will move a bit more. And so on and so forth as we continue through the process here. By the way, when I order it, look at that. I can just grab it from the top. I don't have to like camp the recipe. You know what I mean? That's really cool. So we're going to take it the full way because we can. Why not? So we're going to order this and we'll just wait. All the ingredients are there. We just need to wait for it to pop up here, which I'll wait patiently. And we'll be able to get a notification if we wanted. But yep, here it is. Awesome. Ultimate pipes. Wonderful. So these will run down here. As you can see, oh, we don't want that to be there. I think we've just dumped a bunch of stuff, but that should be fine. Actually, no, it's blacklisted, so it didn't even go in there. I think we're good. I don't think we're radioactive. But we can slap this, and it'll go in here. And assuming we set this up correctly, we're good. Gases, input. There we go. Nuclear waste. Currently, nothing. We need it to be daytime. We need some solar happening. So we'll go ahead and sleep here. we still have this command block. Someone, when I was playing on the server, someone put this in my base. We can't interact. We can't interact with it, obviously, because we're in survival. And I can't really be bothered changing into like creative mode to remove it, to be completely honest. So it's sort of just been sitting here. There is a lever. I can flick it. Nothing happens, but it's there. It's there. I thought I'd point that out in case you just started watching and you're like, where's there a command block? Anyhow, so now we're good. We got polonium. Wonderful. Now this stuff, as you can see, a little bit radioactive. About 50 compared to this guy, which is 10. So quite radioactive. Now, what can we do with him? Well, it says it won't decay inside a radioactive waste barrel. So we can literally store the stuff in radioactive waste barrels. Now, there is something else that is an issue. And that issue is the fact that currently, as we sit, I believe if this guy fills up with waste, we have a problem. I don't know if he turns off. I think he turns off. I think it's only if there's like heated coolant that maxes up. But I'm not sure. I can't confirm nor deny. So, we need to try and figure out something else. What I'm going to try again is in the last episode, I think it was, we were messing around with this stuff. Like the fluid readers, the inventory readers, all that sort of stuff. I kind of want to give it another shot. But on something we didn't try last episode, which was the waste barrel. I think the waste barrel might do the trick. So for example, fluid reader, logic cable, open it up. Do we get to see anything? Currently it's saying it's all empty. The thing is empty, I guess. Tank empty, true. Tank not empty, false, is a tank. We might be right. This might do the trick. What this should allow us to, like, if this works, right? The thought process here is, if this works, we can have the reactor turn itself off when we have a certain amount of waste, right? So, if I were to grab this and place it here, and then place the waste barrel, it says on the polonium in here, will not decay inside a radioactive waste barrel. So we can just store it in here, right? We should be able to. I might spin this guy around just to, I don't know, just so that we can see the little toxic symbol. Oh, it's on both sides. Sure. So, how does this work? To be honest, I think it needs to be like on top. Like that, right? Yeah. So this guy, in theory, if we set this guy to output behind him, this should fill up with polonium. I might need to set this... Oh, not wrench mode. I might need to set this to be... not this mode. Configure mode. And then we can change it to do that. Did that do anything? Currently, no. Solar neutron activator. Oh, I didn't change the gases. Sorry. Output. There we go. So now, polonium in there. Look at that in the top left. Polonium. 1 millibucket of stored polonium. So, if I grab my fluid reader... arguably we can place him on the other side. Am I allowed to pick him up? No, I'm not. Why? Oh, because I was in wrench mode, I was able to pick him up. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, look at that. So what I was going to say was, is this going to say that there's 1 millibucket? Let's see. Fluid amount 0. Oh, no. We were so close. We were so close to greatness. we were on the edge of greatness mountain. Is there a gas reader? I don't know. I mean, there's clearly not. Redstone Reader, World Reader, Network, Machine, Inventory, Fluid, up here. Extra Dimensional, Entity, Block, Audio. What does Block Reader do? Reads block information. Wow, who would have thought? We can try Inventory Reader. I don't think it'll do anything, but we can try it. You know, there's nothing necessarily stopping us. Does this say any millibuckets? Nope. I'm tempted to try the Block Reader as well. I don't know what we need for it. Oh, we can craft it. Beautiful. Let's try the Block Reader. Block Reader, what have you got for us? Has a block, the coordinates of it, what the block is. Okay. And the biome and the light level. Okay. I was wondering if it would say like, I don't know anything else about it. The target tile entity as NBT. Hold on. We're going to try something. I'm going to grab a variable card. We're going to open this up and I'm going to place it in that slot. Tile entity NBT. Boom. We now have the entity, the NBT data of this tile entity. So the idea here then, we might be able to do this to the actual reactor itself, but we'll try this first. The idea then is to create an NBT extractor. But it doesn't seem to exist. There was a thing called an NBT extractor, but it might not exist anymore for whatever reason. Mechanical squeezer, drying basin. I'm not really seeing it, so I'm not too sure what the thing's called. I've heard that it might have been added to the portable logic programmer, so we can try to make this. I don't know if it is. I'm sort of just hoping it will. And we'll obviously have to chop down more of these mineral trees real quick. Alright, we chopped down a bunch, so we can probably make this thing now. Logic programmer, this needs a block of the stuff. And then looks like it needed a crafting table, right? So we can do that. Crafting table shows up. Oh, that's so nice. So we can grab this guy, a logic programmer, open him up, and then there's NBT stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. There genuinely used to be a block, and I don't know what it's called now. Oh, I think what I'm thinking of is an add-on mod. I don't think it's part of the base integrated dynamics. That makes a bit of sense. So I'm wondering if I have to like guess then, because like this stores the NBT, I guess, the tile entity NBT, but I don't know if there's a way for me to like, I don't know, like find or make use of that. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I don't think we can do it then. I mean, the alternative, I guess, would be to place stone here and get a comparator. By the way, regardless, we probably want one of these things. Fission Reactor logic adapters. And also, I kind of don't want to break the reactor to place the thing in there, so I wonder if I can exchange and gadget it in. It looks like we can. Let's go to 1x1 mode. So this guy should allow it to be controlled by redstone. And I think if I stand far enough away, I might be able to like, you know, switch it out. It doesn't look like I can though. All right, well, in that case, we've got to waste some more fuel. So I apologize. We might not have to, but we're pretty much going to. Yep, there we go. High temperature. Output when the reactor reaches dangerous high temperatures. Activate the reactor when powered and deactivate when unpowered. What? This thing's insane. We're about to waste so much more. Hold on. I'm going to grab a bunch of these, though. Listen. I'm going to waste so much fuel right now, but it's fine. We can upgrade our machines. I'm going to place these all around here. These sound insane to me. Hold on. We don't even need to monitor anything else at all. So if I go over here, I can set up, for example, this one here to be activate the reactor when powered and deactivate when unpowered, right? So at the moment, it's off, right? It's got nothing to do. I can then allegedly grab my redstone out, 2 bits. I can go boom, boom, open this guy up and say, output when the reactor has excess waste, output when the reactor reaches critical damage levels, output when the reactor has insufficient fuel to sustain a reaction. Yeah, hold on. I can do something here. The magic is here. I just need to do a little bit of redstone magic. So, hey, I'll tell you what. If we want this to still be a path, I'm gonna have to do it somewhere else. So this guy will just disable him again. Both of these guys are disabled. Over here, we're gonna build this out. Right, we're gonna do the exact same thing. So this guy will be set to activate. This guy is going to be set to output when the reactor reaches dangerous high temperatures. This guy is going to be set to output when the reactor has excess waste. And then I guess we'll also do if it somehow reaches critical damage, right? So we've got all these 3 things, three bad things happening, and then the one part that turns it on, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a repeater here. This repeater will go right here. We're going to place 2 redstone like that for outputting, obviously. We'll grab some more redstone. This is going to go over here. This redstone as well, obviously. This guy, well, actually, I think what I want to do is have it be like here. We're going to get another repeater. Because obviously what I want is for this guy not to interact with this one until, I guess, it's ready. And so all of these will go into this direction. I think. And then I think what I do here is I place stone here. You ready? I place a redstone torch here. That turns it on. And then I run this redstone into the back of this guy here. Like so. And I believe this works. How do we test it out? Well, I mean, it's filling up with steam, which to be honest, is a pretty big problem because it's not meant to. We're meant to, I guess, actually, yeah. This guy's meant to be receiving all of the steam. He's set to input on every side. This guy, I believe, should be set to be a steam output, and it's currently not doing it. So I guess that's a good thing because we might be able to, I don't know, see what goes wrong, I guess. What are these set to again? So this guy's currently output when the reactor reaches critical damage, output when the reactor has excess waste, and then this one's output when there's high temperatures. I mean, this is going to take a while to fill up. I'll tell you what, we can mess around a little bit. If I set this to 0.5, we now should be burning through stuff a lot faster. We don't even have enough water. I'm tempted to let this happen just to sort of like see if this thing works. Is that a horrible idea? I feel like it is a horrible idea, especially with like using repeaters because it's going to be a little bit slower. We'll see. Because realistically, when this has redstone applied to the back, it should turn off. That's the magic here that's meant to happen. We're burning through the stuff. I'm going to let it happen, okay? If the base blows up, listen. If the base blows up, it was for science. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Like it could be horrible, but I almost just don't care enough, you know. I want to see this happen, and I can't be bothered putting in like I don't know safety precautions to test this. So we're giving it a shot. There's 1.6 million mil bucket left, and then this should just like instantly turn off. Actually, hold on. I think it's not gonna be fast enough. Temperature's rising. We're watching the damage. Temperature's rising. Temperature's really hot. Okay. Why did I have to press it? Oh, this is actually very bad. This is very, very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. Why is there no water going in? Why is there no water going in? The temperature is lowering, but we're still dangerous. Oh my god. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, we're still somehow good. You need to not be wrench mode. Oh my god. You need to be outputting coolant. Okay, so the steam's getting taken out. We're good. We're good. We're Okay, so the redstone applied. I mean, you can see it's still applied. It's actually, yeah, it's still applied. I think because there's damage. But the thing didn't work. Activate the reactor when powered and deactivate when unpowered. Redstone mode activation status idle. Huh? What? Status idle. So that should mean off. Deactivate when unpowered. You were unpowered. This turned off. You should have turned off. How strange is that? So for example, if I break this, it turns on. If I place this again, hold on. I'm gonna get ready to turn it off. Oh my god, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. But it's for science. Okay, he should turn off. And he doesn't turn off. I don't know why he doesn't turn off. He should really turn off. He should honestly be turning off. Alright, what we're gonna do real quick. Oh my god, please, jetpack, please. We're gonna... Oh my god, that's the wrong pipe. Our reactor could blow up at any second right now. Like, not even joking. It's genuinely something that could happen. I'm just gonna put this in there. That should hopefully be more than enough water coming in. Like, we're at 50% damage. That's very bad. That's very, very bad. Why is this not doing the thing? Does this guy have, like, a limit? He must have a limit. Input, and then he's outputting on every other side. And he's getting, like, barely anything coming through. Does he have... I mean, look in the top left. He's only got 4,000 millibuckets in him. This guy can output... I guess he can only output 2,000. Yeah, okay. That's actually fair. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We need better pipe upgrades in him, then. So we need to go over here. And we need to grab out all of this netherite scrap. Chuck this in here. Create some netherite. My nose is really itchy, by the way. I thought I'd share that with you guys because it's very annoying. So if I get more angry throughout this video, that is why. I keep itching it, not helping. Not like... very angry. But anyhow, let's switch this guy out. This guy will then do 10,000. That should be more than enough water. That should be plenty of water. Don't know what the deal is. This guy's now got, yeah, 12,000. So he should cool down. We can do some more tests once the damage is at 0%, you know, because we can deal with it a little bit. All we have to do is cut off the water and then make sure we turn it off, put the water back on, right? That's the main thing. Get it cooled down again. But very interesting that it doesn't turn off. That's what I'm not happy about at all. It should be turning off. Activate the reactor when powered and deactivate when unpowered. Redstone mode activation status idle. Redstone detection mode normal? Is that what I need? Because it was on ignore. I guess. But that doesn't make sense because it received the power. Yeah, I don't really know. Redstone detection normal. This might turn it back on once this redstone runs out. Which I'll be honest. Why is there redstone here? You know what? It might be something I'm doing wrong in terms of like, this feels pretty buggy right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really understand what's happening. Also, how much fissile fuel do we have? We've still got 100. No, we've only got. Oh yeah, we've got a lot in there. I almost want to space these out even more just so I can run this properly. Do we have like redstone alloy wires? Do you remember that stuff from back in the day? I know we've got the tiny redstone. I was having trouble getting that to work, so I don't really want to experiment it too much. I just wanted like a redstone cable essentially. Which, you know what? There is emitters from Applied Energistics that we could use. There's obviously redstone writers and redstone readers. That might be the play. Yeah, you know what? Not a horrible idea. For example, if I put these readers away and this, there's these guys here, redstone readers. We'll need one of these, which we can get. That should be fine. And this stuff will read when it's given a redstone input, right? When something emits redstone. So we'll grab some of this. I imagine we'll probably want some more of these. Oh, look at how intuitive the feature is. I just used it without even like questioning it. Oh, that's so awesome. I love this game. But anyhow, what we're going to do here is I'm going to pick this stuff up. Might make a bit of a mess. Yeah, that... But you know, yeah, we're good. He can turn on. I was a little bit worried for a second, but that's fine. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to place a Redstone Reader on every single one of these. And it should then read whether it's getting a redstone signal. So at the moment, what we should see when we look at this... I guess I've got to give them logic cables, sorry. Logic. We're going to need more of these. They're not too cheap. You know what we need? We just need a squeezer. Let's maybe get one of those squeezer. This thing will allow us to get more mineral chunks quite nicely. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. I love that. This guy needs energy batteries, which needs a lot more mineral chunks. So looks like I'm making some mineral chunks. You know what, actually? Can I squeeze logs into mineral? I think I can. Like just using this, not the mechanical one. Survey says mineral will give us mineral resin. Yeah, it doesn't look like we get the chunks from it. Okay, so I am gonna have to keep growing these logs here, which is not the end of the world. It's just, you know, a little bit tedious. All right, we have some of the stuff. I don't think it's all of it though, because one of these things needs 2 blocks. So yeah, we've got one. We can make one energy, but we can't even make the full battery. Man, I need a lot more of this. This stuff's quite annoying, at least for now. Once we get this this squeezer, we'll be good. All right, I might have enough. I think I do. So 2 of these batteries, 1, 2, beautiful, wonderful. So now we have a squeezer, a mechanical squeezer. So this guy can pretty much go wherever, pretty much like everything else we've got. I guess, I don't know, I guess we'll slap him here. Why not? We'll give him an ender gate, just so he's good and powerful. Open this, we'll just slap him there, I guess. So now he's powered. Now I can just chuck mineral in here. We'll get a bunch of, like, look at how many chunks we're getting. That's insane. Now you also get resin. This stuff, you just need to trash it. I don't think we have a need for it. If we do, guess what? We can cross that bridge when we get to it. So I will move this thing on top. Oh, if I can. Oh, God. Yeah, it's fine that it's there. And we'll set this guy to extract because once it's full of liquid, it will stop processing. So it's good to keep the liquid out of it. So yeah, I mean, we've already got like a stack and some. That is really good. So back over here, we're going to need more logic cables. That's what we were after. So now we can make a bunch of them. Beautiful. I probably made too many. And we can hook these around like this, right? That's all fine. And then we need... I'm not actually sure. Not actually sure at all. So these guys here will obviously read redstone levels. But then I don't know how to combine them all. I know how to read from one. I don't know how to read from all of them. This might be tricky. So I'm going to need a redstone rider. So I'm going to have to bring this guy... I think on the back of here. I think that's where he's gonna go. Are we still good? We're not blowing up? We're good? Yeah, we're good. So we'll hook this up. That should be fine. Fingers crossed that should be fine. And so then we're gonna need variable cards. I don't know how many we need, and I don't even know how to do this thing, to be completely honest. I imagine they output redstone, right? Is there a redstone level? That's what I want to grab. So I'm gonna grab this variable card here for is that redstone? I'm gonna open this one up, and I'm gonna say, hey, is there redstone out of this one? And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Hey, is there redstone coming out of this guy here? Is there redstone? Any redstone level. Small, big, doesn't matter. Then I need to figure out a way to get it all to be red and output here if any of them are true. So, we're going to grab that logic programmer we had before, which I think I placed it down actually in block form. This guy here. We'll pick him up because he's... we'll just use him. And so this guy can allow you to, like, I don't know, do some math, right? So for example, I think we can do OR, potentially. OR, yeah, this one here. So I kind of want it to be like a bigger OR, like any of the ORs. I don't really know how to do that, you know what I mean? I'm just having a quick look. Here's the basic of what I'm thinking. I'm just seeing any of these. So if I do OR, then we can say, hey, if this or this outputs, then do a redstone signal. And that should work, right? Then what we would also need to do is if this or this, or do I do this or this? I think I do this or this. So now I'm combining that extra piece. So this one here combines variable IDs 1 and 2. That is this one here, variable ID 1, variable ID 2. This one here is then going to combine variable ID 3 and variable ID 4, which is this one here that combines the other ones, right? So this is going to be another one here. This is going to be variable ID 5. Does that make sense? Probably not, but it's fine. It's fine. I should be able, I mean, I guess you should probably get what I'm getting at. Just whether that explanation made sense is probably the real question. So we'll chuck this stuff in here. Next, we need a variable store. What this guy's going to do is he's going to store all those variable cards we just made so that we only need the one in the Redstone Rider at the back. So we can come over here. It does need to be attached to the network, so it needs a cable attached. Inside of here is going to go everything except for our variable ID 5, right? Because what 5 does is 5 combines 3 and 4, right? And 3 and 4 is this one and this one. And variable ID 4 combines 1 and 2. So they're all combined into this one in theory, and I place this guy right here. What that means is if any of the, in theory, assuming I did this correctly, I might not have, if any of these sides are outputting redstone, by the way, is this the loudest thing ever? Hold on. You guys probably can't even hear me. You might be able to hear me because the reactors, they're pretty good in terms of, they're loud, but they're like not on the same frequency that I talk. So I think you're able to hear me, hopefully. If not, I'll probably edit it in the recording. But yeah, if any of these output redstone, it should output redstone here, which should then apply it there. Now, we could take this one step further. And what that step would be having this guy, the Redstone Rider, directly touching that logic adapter. And then what we could tell it is, hey, if this is not, then output a redstone signal. And that means if it is, don't, right? Let's give this a shot. So, with just that variable card that combines all the other ones, all the outputs, we're gonna go back to our logic programmer. I'm gonna try this. And I'm gonna say not. Not equals. I think I want to do not equals. Is there a... How do I reverse it? How do I... How do I flip this? You know what we can do? we can rip all this stuff up again and try this one more time. So what I'm gonna do, you ready? Is I'm gonna open up each of these and I'm gonna grab something else because I think this is an easier way to do it. I'm gonna put on the redstone level. So get the exact redstone level. I'm gonna record the exact redstone level of this guy, the exact of this guy, and then the exact of the one over here, right? So if they're emitting anything, this card is monitoring it, right? So what we're gonna do from there is I'm going to do, I think what I wanna do is search integer, and I wanna set this at 0, and I'm gonna, just copy over our existing cards, it's fine. And so what I've got here is I've got these guys that are like detecting how much redstone is being emitted, and currently they're 0. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an equals, right? And the idea here is that I'm gonna set all of these, if this equals 0, output a redstone signal. That's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna do a bunch of that. The only problem at the moment is that my inventory is very full. Alright, so let's continue. So our number 2 variable, we're gonna combine with this. If it's equal to 0, output a redstone signal. We can copy over this one. Beautiful. Yeah, we can double check the numbers. And then finally, we wanna have this guy. If he equals 0, output a redstone signal. Then we go back to the OR. So we go back over here, and then we say, hey, if this or this output a redstone signal, beautiful. And then we say, hey, if this or, and then that one we just made, exists, output a redstone signal. So, what should be happening now, if we run back over here, is these guys are detecting how much redstone's being output. This guy is detecting whether they are 0. This guy is just the 0, right? The 0 that they're comparing to. Then this guy is comparing whether any of them equals 0, right? Combining them. And then this guy combines all of them in the end, which will then go onto this guy. So if this works, currently it's off, which, hey, that worked perfectly that time. Of course it did. We're going to pick up this stuff. Can we go into wrench mode? How do I go wrench mode? Wrench. I'm going to pick this stuff up. I'm going to place this here, and I'm going to place my redstone rider right here. Boom. Open this guy up, and I'm going to place him right here. And he outputs redstone. As you can see, the system's on. This, I believe, will work. So, to put it to the test, I've got my fluid pipe on me. I'm going to break this pipe right here. The water should drain. If we want to, we can speed it up a bit, which I kind of do. I'm going to set this to a 1 millibucket per tick. That means this will drain very fast. I think I might change it back just before it happens, just because I don't know if that'll mean it'll heat up a lot faster as well and blow us up quicker. So once this gets to about 1, I'll quickly go and change it to 0.5. Maybe about now. Yeah, just in case I forget how to type. 0.5, boom. Okay, so it's what it was before. So now it's heating up. In the perfect world, this turns off. In the perfect... Why doesn't it turn off? I really don't understand that. Oh my god, I forgot how to look. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. Please. Water. Water, please, 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 please. Please, water. Water, please, please, please. Water? Oh, I think it was getting water. I think it was just turning into steam automatically because it was so hot. Okay. But why didn't that work? Is it because I had the thing open? Because even right now, it's currently not turned back on. You know what I mean? So I don't fully... Status powered. It says. Status powered. It shouldn't be. Because these guys should be emitting redstone. We should be able to look at one of these. Oh, unless this guy can't actually read it. That's also a possibility. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on. I think I might have to do like this. Oh no. Oh no. I think I need to do this instead. And I don't know if that means I have to redo all the variables, but that way we'll read this redstone. I think that might be what we need to do. Potentially. Are we good? We are, but it's still a bit sketchy. Let's go around here, I guess. Disconnect this. Place you there. Place you there. Yeah, sure. And then here, we can tidy this up. So that'll go there. I'm gonna disconnect this. And I'm just gonna bring it a little bit closer. So it's gonna make a big mess, but that's fine. We know that everything just goes in it. So, arguably, yeah, we'll break this and place this guy here. That should still work, I imagine. And all this stuff can go in here. And once it's all in, oh, I accidentally put in my normal variable cards. As you can hear, it turns on. If we take any of these out, it breaks, pretty much. Cool. I think it should work. I think so. These should work. We can actually do a test now. If I apply redstone to any of these, if I can figure out how to do it, like this, you ready? In the perfect world, that turns off. Because this is no longer 0. And so because it's no longer... yeah. If it equals 0... Oh, you know what? I actually did it wrong, sorry. These are ores. I need them... Oh, okay. Yeah. I need them to be ands. Sorry. So, hold on. I grab these. I grab this final guy here. I need it to be an and, not an or. Because at the moment, currently, it's saying, if any of these are 0, output redstone. Obviously, we don't want that. We want, hey, if any of them are not 0, output redstone, right? Sorry. So we want and. So I search and. We can see this one's and. By the way, I'm looking where it says operator, and it says and. So I'm just sort of like using a little loophole here. So it's going to be and. So this and this. There's other ones where you can do the integers. We're obviously combining, these blue ones. You pretty much just need to, I don't know, match the colors up. So I want to grab this and this equals this one here. And then I want to remove both of those. And I want to say this one plus this one equals this. Okay. I believe that all works. So this one in my hand, pretty much, is what's going to go here. So if they all equal 0, output redstone, the rest of these will go in here. Currently, no redstone. Or no power. Power. No power. Power. No power. You ready? And then, hold on. And then we come over here. Why doesn't this one work? That's not good. This guy should have turned him off too. This is arguably the most important one, the high temperature. Why'd that happen? What have I done here? I've clearly messed up something here. And equals. Oh, you know what? We might be able to do this a little bit cleaner. So bear with me. I think I can grab these 3 out. And I'll grab... Yeah. We can do this. Listen, it's going to get messy again. But I can do it cleaner. Once again, I mentioned this the other day. When you troubleshoot with integrated dynamics, this happens a lot where there's just so much, you know what I mean? Like there's so many possibles. Oh, you know what? It's because this redstone's igniting this block, which is passively igniting that block. That's the entire issue here. The system probably works right now. I can probably actually leave all this stuff in. The issue is just that this redstone's passively hidden that as well. Okay. What I was going to do, by the way, just for reference, is I was going to go into list. I was going to create a list of integers, and that was going to be all the numbers of redstone. So I was going to create a list of all this. Actually, yeah. Maybe that wouldn't have worked. I don't know. All I know is what we did originally does work. I just need to move this guy pretty much anywhere else, to be completely honest. In terms of where else, I don't know. I think it's probably easier to move this guy somewhere. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay, hold on. A repeater might do the trick, to be completely honest with you. Like, if I just have a repeater, if I can figure out how to place it. Like that. In theory, he'll output redstone here. This guy should be able to read the redstone that's in there. Should we give it a shot? Let's give it a shot again. Let's say the water disconnects. We're currently 0 damage. We're at 0 damage. All right, the water disconnected. Oh no, the water disconnected. I'm surprised that's not one of the things, by the way, if the coolant has ran out or something. I feel I feel like the temperature being super high and the critical damage, I feel like they're one and the same, are they not? Like, I don't know what the difference is between those two toggles instead of just having it monitor the water. But yeah, anyway, we're about to find out. I obviously want to be able to place this. In fact, arguably, we should probably grab like something to stand on so that I can build this quickly when it's needed instead of like trying to use my jetpack. But yeah, in theory, once again, we just listen to this and we should just hear it turn off. Temperature's rising. Okay. Very hot. Too hot. What's going on? It doesn't do it. Nothing over here is currently emitting redstone. What if I place this here? No, that's not doing it either. High temperature. Output when reactor reaches dangerously high temperatures. Well, I guess you've cooled down now. I want to try it again. What are we at currently? 16. We can deal with that. I just want to make sure this does actually output. Okay, it outputs once it reaches red. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, and it's turned back on because that guy turned back off. So I think it's currently working? Because it just got too hot and this thing turned off. Did it? Wait. Huh? Okay, no, I gotcha. The redstone turned off. And then it turns off again. Yeah. Okay. So all we need to do is move this thing. Which we are going to lose a little bit of fissile fuel. I think we currently have 180,000 roughly. So if I scram this guy, turn him off. Let's make sure that we cool down completely. You know, might as well. Let that happen. I'm going to move this port to be up. So hopefully with it damaged, it doesn't break anything. It might. Who cares? We'll learn. We'll find something to make it not our fault. So we'll move him up there. Place that back down here. He's built again. Wonderful. We'll pick this stuff back up. Beautiful. Redstone Rider's going to go up here. We're going to grab our logic cables and make sure that they're all connected. And he will obviously get this variable card there. Okay. This should work. This guy, I just need to set him to be the activation. Okay. And did I need to set this guy up to be anything? Just normal, I guess? I feel like he should be working currently. Are you good, buddy? This goes there, that goes there, that's there. F3A, refresh it. Nope, he's still not on. Disable. Activation powered. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I've plugged him in. So now he's working. He turned himself on. We got the fuel and all that working. Let's try that one more time. I believe it should work this time. And I'm quite confident in that. Now that it's not, you know, touching itself. So, we gotta wait for the coolant to run out. And I'll be back. By the way, there's probably such an easier way to do this. I'm pretty confident. Even using the things I'm using at the moment, there's probably an easier way to do it. this is what we've done, okay? Like, I'm pretty sure our original setup would have worked if I had have just moved this bit somewhere else, just so the redstone wasn't all touching one another. But we did this, so that's fine, I guess. So yeah, he's currently heating up. You ready? Oh, how cool is that? That's pretty cool. I like that. Now, it'll still heat up, as you can see. Like, it's not cooling down, so we still have that problem. But, I don't know. It's probably better, I guess, that it does turn off. Does that really help, though? Because the temp wasn't lowering. It just wasn't rising, I guess. And, like, the damage was still going up. So, like, it was bad regardless. Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. In the polonium department, how are we looking? We've got polonium in here. We've got about 1,000 millibuckets. The polonium, by the way, that liquid polonium, we want to chuck that into a PRC with some fluorite and some water. So if we want to do that just before this episode ends, because it has been a bit of a long episode, so I don't know, enjoy it. We might as well. I'll set this guy up. He'll obviously need some water. We might be able to steal that from our system. We'll see what happens here. So that guy's here. I'm just trying to think, like, where do I want to put it? I guess we can place him here. Why not? In terms of water, I might just grab a sink. We could probably... Oh, no, we're good, yep. I think we've got all this stuff somewhat automated. Yeah, the only thing we need are the buckets of water. Which I don't know how we've automated buckets of lava. That was pretty cool. However we did that. But yeah, we don't have the other stuff. Let's go sink. Here we go. All the stuff's pretty much here. Just a few things left, apparently. One more waiting on. Beautiful. Sink. Wonderful. So we're going to come over here. This guy needs water. He now has water. Beautiful. He also needs polonium. So let's go ahead and get back into the range of the thing. Search for our pressurized pipes, which we don't have. You know what? I was going to upgrade him, but I mean, he really doesn't need to be completely honest. So we can bring this guy all the way into here. So he should get polonium, assuming, of course, that we have this guy. Oh, how does this guy extract? Do I need to... Yeah, maybe I need to do this. Ugh. So we'll set this guy up to not be a wrench. So give me a second. Go into configure mode, and we'll set this guy to extract. So now we've got polonium, and it should go into here. But what we need to do is configure this guy to receive gases on the right side. And so now he has polonium, and he has water. All he needs is fluorite dust. So I can search fluorite. It's a UO, I believe. Yep, there we go, fluorite. Now to turn this into dust, what? Do we crush it? Yep, we crush it. Well, we've got a crusher here. So I'll probably just borrow this guy real quick. Did I put speed upgrades in him? I didn't. Let's sort that upgrade problem out real quick. Alright, he's fully loaded. Got some fluorite coming. Beautiful. So for now, we can chuck this in here. And we have the ingredients we need. So what that means is next episode, we will very likely... Oh, we get some spent nuclear waste as well. And this stuff does have to go into a toxic waste barrel. So we'll probably want to make another one of those. Waste barrel. Grab this. Does he need to? Spent nuclear waste. I think you might be able to use it for something. Spent nuclear waste. Oh no, look, I'm right-clicking on it. There's no recipe showing up. Cool. Awesome. So, we can probably slap this guy right here. Have this guy output that gas to the top. There we go. Nuclear waste is gone. It's in here, decaying into the wilderness. Wonderful. You'll have to smell it. The smell of fine radiation in the morning. Delicious. But cool. Polonium. We genuinely have it. Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. I am happy that this guy turns off now. I'm pretty happy about that. This stuff's going good. The water's filling up. We definitely need like multiple backup water sources though in the future. I 100% think that's probably something we need to do. In terms of anything else, the fuel, I mean, we can push this guy further, to be honest. For example, if I put him to 1, we're now losing water, so we shouldn't do that. So we'll put him back to 0.8 burn rate, and we'll see. We're still losing water. Let's go back to 0.6. Can we get away with that? Oh, we barely can. As you can see, water's going up. So all we need to do is produce more water. Genuinely, just more water going into the system. There's probably a better way to do it, to move the water around. Probably even just some mechanical pipes are probably good enough from a mechanism themselves. But yeah, but I mean, we're looking pretty good, I think. Awesome. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, that stuff's happening. If we need more fuel in the future, we can upgrade these. But I think for now, we are as good as we need to be. More polonium, obviously. We're just waiting on this guy over here to do his thing. In terms of what we're using the polonium for, next episode, we're going to get started with QIO drives. We're going to give these a shot. Once you get... Oh, yeah, we need a lot to begin with. Yeah, we definitely want more polonium. Is there anything we can do real quick this episode to, like, hurry this up? Oh, this... Are these meant to be sort of looking radioactive? Hold on. We have a Geiger counter. What are we looking at? It sort of just says 99999 everywhere I go. I still don't know if it's meant to. But I'll tell you what, we're not sick at the moment, so I think we're good. We'll just have to keep an eye on this stuff to, I guess, make sure. Yeah, very interesting. Anyhow, genuinely, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It was a bit messy, I guess, doing all this stuff. But we got it working. Like, it genuinely, it turns itself off, which is pretty cool. I wish there was a way to... Once again, I wish there was a way to directly monitor the levels, because then I could have it shut off before it fully empties and starts burning. You know what I mean? But instead, we're sort of stuck with, once it starts blowing up, it'll turn off. Wow, awesome. It's still gonna blow up, though, you know? It's still heating up. I don't know how to solve that problem. Not a clue. I guess another option would be, once this redstone turns on, I have some system that refreshes whatever is putting in water. You know what I mean? Maybe we push like a sink into position with some other pipe to extract. Maybe we do something that activates on command. Or even pulls the machine apart or something. I'm not sure. Because if I break a block, is it still going to blow up? You know what I mean? I don't really know. I don't know. Either way, genuinely, thank you guys for watching. This will be good to get out of the way. I think we just need more water, to be honest, which is doable. We can probably do that in the next episode with some upgrades. But we do have our first polonium, and we're getting there. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you're still enjoying the channel and watching all this stuff. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.